For years, I walked around thinking I was broken. I genuinely believed there was something fundamentally wrong with me, something that needed to be fixed. I thought therapy was the place you go to get fixed. But somewhere between the long silences, the tough questions, and the truths I didn't want to admit even to myself, I realized the problem wasn't my past. It was the story I kept telling myself about who I was because of it. This is the part no one ever tells you about therapy. It doesn't fix you. It doesn't patch you up. Instead, it forces you to sit down and meet the version of yourself you've been running away from your entire life. This is what happened to my confidence after I finally tried therapy. For as long as I can remember, confidence felt like this exclusive club I wasn't invited to. It was something other people just had. I watched them, thinking confidence came from being louder, smarter, or stronger. I tried to copy it. I tried to fake it. But the truth was, deep down, I was terrified of being seen. I was scared that if people looked too closely, they'd see I was a fraud. And the worst part is how incredibly good you can get at hiding it. You hide behind jokes, you pour yourself into work, you become a master at pretending you're fine. You can keep that performance up for a long, long time. Until one day, pretending costs you more energy than just being honest. For me, the moment that finally broke me wasn't some huge, dramatic meltdown. It was just a Tuesday. A friend casually asked me, "Hey, are you happy?" And for the first time in my life, I had absolutely no answer. Not a yes, not a no. Just nothing. A complete void. That silence, that emptiness, scared me more than any public breakdown ever could. It was the moment I knew I couldn't keep running, so I started therapy. And it hit me in ways I never, ever expected. My therapist didn't sit there and give me a list of tips or advice. She didn't hand me a 5-step plan to happiness. Instead, she asked questions. But these weren't just any questions. They felt like MRI scans for my soul. Questions like, when did you first learn that you weren't enough? Who told you that confidence had to be earned? And the one that really got me, whose voice are you still trying to satisfy? Suddenly, the whole concept of confidence shifted. It stopped being this skill I had to acquire, and it started looking like a wound. A deep wound that had been there for a very, very long time, and I had just been trying to put a bandage on it. And here's the plot twist nobody saw coming, especially me. Therapy didn't boost my confidence. It didn't pump me up or give me some new superpower. It exposed it. It showed me that confidence wasn't something I was lacking. It was something I had buried. I had buried it under years of self-doubt, criticism, and the belief that I had to perform to be worthy of love and acceptance. Confidence wasn't a loud roar like I always thought it was. It was a quiet, gentle sentence that I finally started to believe. I am allowed to exist without performing. And I'm telling you, that single thought hit me deeper and more profoundly than any motivational quote I had ever heard or reshared in my entire life. It was a revelation. The reason I felt so insecure for so long wasn't because I was weak or flawed. It was because I was emotionally malnourished. Think about it. I gave everyone else in my life understanding, empathy, and endless patience. My friends, my family, even strangers, but I gave none of it to myself. I was starving myself of the very thing I was giving away so freely. Therapy reminded me of something so simple, It almost sounds stupid to say it out loud. Confidence is not built. It's restored. It is like an old piece of furniture that's been covered in layers and layers of old paint. You don't need to build a new chair. You just need to strip away all the junk that's covering up the beautiful, strong wood underneath. That's what therapy did. It helped me strip away the layers of self-judgment. Today, things are different. I don't walk into rooms trying to prove my worth anymore. I don't feel that frantic need to be the funniest or smartest person there. I walk in knowing that I'm enough, just as I am, even when I'm quiet, even when I'm unsure, even when I make a mistake. Therapy didn't give me a brand new personality. It didn't turn me into someone else. It simply gave me permission to stop abandoning myself. It gave me permission to be on my own side for the first time. If you're watching this and any of this resonates with you, if you feel lost or insecure or just disconnected from the person you used to be, maybe you don't need another confidence coaching course or a self-help book. Maybe, just maybe, you just need to hear your own voice again without all the other noise. That's what therapy did for me. It cleared out the static so I could finally hear myself. And honestly, it's the first time in years that I actually feel real. If this video hit you in any way, stick around. We're trying to build a space here, not for perfect people, but for real people. People who are ready to stop pretending and start living. I'll be sharing more of this journey. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.